Yo,
Yo, yo, yo.
finally
Welcome
got on
to
here.
This and That.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Mr. Savage Vega, baby.
The one and only. Ya tú sabes.
Not too sorry, bro. Well, this is an official first recording. This is TNT, also known as This and That.
Let's
And I
get
am
it.
your host, Mr. 357. Alongside with, introduce yourself, sir.
The name is Savage Vega, the one and only. Leader of the PRX, multi-time tag team champion, one-time $1 billion champion, and current faction champion. What's up? Accolades after accolades, baby.
Love it. I love it. So, this is how we're gonna do this, man. We're gonna do some random shit. I'm gonna ask you shit within the character and out of character. You can answer it according to the question. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get it.
No doubt. So, what's new? What's coming up for the FEW brand, GEW brand? What's next?
Well, the
From
FEW
you.
brand, from me, the FEW brand continues to grow. We're growing. We're trying to get the views up there, trying to get people to tune in. We got a lot of great talent down there, man. It's a lot of great talent. So looking to move them up eventually because I feel like the talent that we have right now would definitely give some of the GEW stars a run for their money.
Nice. I agree with that 100%. I can name you a few guys, which I'm not gonna, but I know a
Yep.
few guys that they look good. They look good.
Yes, sir. They definitely do.
Yes, sir. So, talk to me about this pay per view. What's going to happen with this pay per view tomorrow?
Oh man, this pay per view, this November pay per view is going to be one for the books, man. We're doing a cross promotion between GEW and FEW, seeing the new stars versus the vets, you know. So it's gonna be something special, man. It's gonna be something special. For night two, we got the whole thing planned out that there's 9 matches in total, 9 singles matches in total. So I will be keeping a tally, and the winners, whoever wins with the most matches won, they are going to the winners of those matches are going to fight for a number one contender spot for the world heavyweight title on either show, depending on who has the most wins.
Oh, oh, that's that's different. That's nice.
Definitely got to throw a wrench in there.
Yo, that's beautiful, man. I've that's beautiful. You see that, guys? Whoever's listening, or who's about to listen to this later on, if you're an FEW talent, you already know.
Oh yeah, it's
Now,
gonna be a good one.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's gonna be a what? A 2 night pay per view or 3 night pay per view?
It's a 2 night pay per view. So night one will be hosted by A. Dot Jizzle, Mr. CEO, owner of GEW, and night
Okay,
two will be hosted by myself. So it's
gotcha.
gonna
So
be great. It's gonna be great, man. I'm excited.
nice. So what's the difference between Savage Vega, the athlete, the superstar, and this Vega that we have here, hosting the FEW brand, holding it down? What's the difference?
Well, well, the difference is the Savage Vega, the character. He's a warrior. He's a Taino warrior. He's an asshole.
Oh
He
yeah,
ain't scared. He doesn't back down from a fight, and he's very quick to come back when somebody says something. Somebody says something against him, he's quick to turn it back around on them. Now the real Vega, which is myself, I'm humble, I'm cool, I'm chill. I'm very thoughtful. I look out for my friends when my friends need something. They need help, they need advice with something. I'm there for them. I'm just a humble person. That's how I've always been. I have morals. I'm not really an asshole in real life unless I have to be.
gotcha. So there's a difference between the character Savage Vega and Savage Vega outside.
Oh yeah, it's a big difference. You know, some people when I first came into GEW, I mean, you know, I came in talking hella shit, man. I came in
Oh, I
talking
know.
hella shit. I came in attacking the big dogs and challenging folks, and you know, I rubbed a lot of people the wrong way when I first came in that they thought that was actually the person I am. But you know, as time went on, a lot of people learned that it's really not the person I am. You know, it's just a character that I play.
Gotcha. No, that's understandable because me myself, I have a character in there also. Shout out to GEW. This is all about GEW, baby. FEW is GEW, same thing. Getting it
Yes,
twisted.
sir.
Um, yeah, so you gotta come in here talking shit, bro. Everything is brutal. Everybody in here, if you really look at it, they're really around our age group. We got two or three minor ones, but everybody's really around the age group. You know what I'm saying? So we could talk. We talk to each other like how we would be like in a high school auditorium or a high school lunch table or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Yeah,
is
for
it's like
real.
it's like basically you're thrown in there. And you just you started off like you said you was a little rookie, freshman in GW. What happened? Look at you now, huh?
Now look, I've been here what 6, 7 months now, and I've already accomplished being a three-time tag team champion. You know, being making history, being the first tag team to actually hold singles titles at the same time simultaneously. You know, being the first ever faction champion with three guys that are not even a part of my crew.
Yep.
Fought and went the way to the top, and we won the belt. So, and now I'm in the running for the $1 billion title, and I just beat the world champion last night in Takedown Thursday. So
Nice.
things are looking up, things are looking good. My whole crew is eating. PRX, shout out to PRX, they eating. We got future PRX members down in FEW as well.
Nice. You wanna shout them out? You wanna give them who are
Shout
these
them out,
guys?
shout them out, shout out to Golden, aka Tauro. Shout out to my man D Jesus, and shout out to King Diego, future PRX star. Yes.
Future PRX stars. There you have it, folks. Now, who's the PRX members that are really active right now in the GEW community?
Yes, sir. And shout out to Midas for organizing their signing to PRX because they showed interest and he brought it to me and I told him hell yeah I'll do it. I'll take them when they come up.
Absolutely. Shout out to Fresh Prince, Midas.
Definitely. And definitely
So
shout out my
PRX,
tag team partner Storm. My tag team partner Storm. Shout out to
okay?
him. Shout out to my young man 787. Shout out to the Soul Taker Khan. Shout out to the ladies of PRX, Beck Bliss and Ribliss. Man, we finna take over. We got belts galore right now.
Oh, good Lord, look at this. Okay. So what's next for PRX and Savage Vega right now?
Right now, what's next for PRX and Savage Vega is we're looking to take on the role of what AWO did and have all the belts. We're looking to take them all.
Take them
We
all.
right now we got King of the Cage, we got FTW, we got the tag team titles, and we got the faction titles right now held by myself. But eventually, we're all four gonna hold the faction titles. I guarantee it.
Okay. And these belts that you guys hold in GW, are these belts big time belts or what? Because the big time belt in GW is the World Heavyweight title.
Oh, that's coming in the future, baby. Either
That's
one of us is gonna have the world title,
who's one of us? Describe,
it,
bro. Who's one of us? Who's like speak clearly right now. Tell me who's the man that's gonna go for that title, and I see
someone.
that man to be the champion soon in your eyes.
Well, of course, I'm gonna be biased and say myself, but you know, my partner Storm,
Absolutely.
he has a great chance too. You know, Khan is on his way. Khan's been on a roll. Khan's been on a roll. We trying to get 787 to be on a roll too, but you know, shit happens. You know, you win some, you lose some. But
You
one of us is gonna have that title soon. It don't matter which one. I'm not biased to that. You know, because my crew eats even if I starve. You feel me?
as long as everybody eats. I
As
got
long
you.
as everybody eats, I will starve as long as everybody else eats.
That's nice. Savage Vega.
That's too
Now,
solid.
so now, talking to the CFO of FCW. Tell me who you're trying to push as storyline wise for a heavyweight title, or at least a title, or at least something to make the name for themselves. Who's getting the big push right now in the PRX?
Well, right now, you know,
But you have
I
to
got
have, as a crew leader, you have to have somebody that if you're not pushing yourself, obviously you have to push yourself. But when you're pushing someone else, who's the next guy that you say, all right, let's like get him in some matches. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
that's what you do. You like yo, get me this guy. Yo, get this guy for him. You know what I'm saying? Like who you got?
yeah. So we have some new faces. So right now, David Pope is definitely on the radar. Um, Troy Andrews is definitely on the radar. Slade is definitely on the radar. Slade and
That's
Nolan
good.
Wright. Those boys are definitely on the radar. They perform.
Shout out to Slade and Nolan Wright.
Yeah,
Right.
and Alex Storm is another one who's up and coming. He's even though he's lost twice to Sicario lately, and lost a title shot that he won, but he tries to get it done. But you can't take that away from him. He's still a good creation, good athlete.
Awesome. Awesome. You got any female talent that you trying to push up there either?
Well, not to be again, not to be biased against my female roster, but one of my favorites is Crazy Fox because that little thing is tiny and she's got a lot. She fights with a lot of heart. She may not have won many matches, but she has a lot of heart and she has shown it. And time again, she's shown the heart that she got. You know, and another one would probably be Princess Alicia, who should be making her way up soon because she's currently the women's Queen of Extreme champion,
Nice.
and she's been performing well. So she might be the next one to move on up on the women's side. Because we already had Destiny move on up. So
Yep.
that those are some. Also, Faith is one that I've had my eye on the last couple of episodes. She's pretty talented, but she has been yet to get one over.
Yeah, yeah, to get that spark,
Yeah,
that push. Like, okay, I see you.
yeah, but she got potential definitely.
Awesome. Awesome. So, any challenges out there that you feel like, you know what, I got it out for this guy. Like
Ooh, for me,
for
well,
you, absolutely. For you,
ooh, if we're talking about me here, I gotta say,
you have a
shit.
lot? Or, okay, you have a lot of
Who's
people there.
there's a couple. I still got a score to settle with Morning, with Sir Morning. I still got a score to settle with him. You know,
Okay,
um, if you witnessed last night, I've beaten Zay the assassin. I'm ready. If he wins this match this weekend, tomorrow night he wins that match against Sir Morning. I'm coming for him. So he
nice.
better watch out. Um,
You're up there. Yep, I see you.
yeah. So I'm aiming for the big dogs, man. Aiming for the big dogs.
That's it. So Morning Jose, whichever one of you guys come out champ, that's it. It's fucking popping. It's on.
I'm I'm coming for him because Sir Morning got my number. Yes, he does. I will admit that. But he didn't get those wins too easily. Those were hard fought battles. Those were 5-star matches all day. But
Absolutely.
I'm coming. I'm coming
I
for
know.
one of
I've
them.
been watching. I've been watching. I've been watching. I see that the GW got a little underground fighting thing. It's not crazy. It's just it's pretty much a call out. It's like you guys call somebody out and let's fucking go. You know what I
And yeah,
mean?
and y'all make it
That's it.
happen.
Yeah, we make it happen. So those matches look pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I got a smooth win. I got a smooth win on there against Mr. Oregano Dan.
that's right.
You
Yeah,
know
see that. You got a big
that
one there.
RKO off that ladder was smooth as hell and quick out of nowhere.
Smooth, brutal, and quick and deadly. That's it.
Definitely was.
That's how it's done. That's the
Facts.
thing. That's the thing I'm saying because what I've seen so far of Savage Vega, I've seen I seen a beast, a woken beast. I don't know. Something must have happened. Like I guess there was a little confusion or something down the road, and it didn't work as tag teams. But you guys are technically the reigning tag team champions right now. Shout out to Savage Storm. That's the tag team.
Yes. Yes, sir. See
And
now,
what you call it?
when it comes to
Have this.
Savage, the way Savage has been lately, before I went and reinvented myself, I I was on a losing streak. I was on a little losing streak. Lost the titles, lost the $1 billion title, lost two matches straight to Sir Morning, and I was just on a decline. So I had to leave for a bit and reassess myself and come back and tap into the inner Taino Savage that's inside of me and come back harder and better than I ever was before. And
Right.
and my goal is to give everybody the most savage ride that's gonna lead to their savage ending.
Yikes. Yikes. I've seen it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen this. What he's saying is actually facts. This man is not speaking no bullshit right now. This guy's speaking facts. He's been on a storm. He's been on a well, that's his tag team, Savage Storm. So it's a Savage Storm was coming out there. They are the best tag team we've had so far in GW as well.
We are the best
Like I
tag team in the
said,
business in any federation there is. We are the best tag team there is. We are one of a kind, and together we are pretty much unstoppable. Because we are brothers and we fight from the heart. We fight with heart. That's all we do all day. We take names and cash checks.
absolutely. That's the way it's done in this business. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Shout out to my Puerto Rican exchange. You know, maybe somewhere down the line there'll be we'll probably mix it up down the line. If we lose the titles again, we'll probably mix it up down the line. Maybe switch a bit the team on the team side. Maybe have Storm and Khan team up, or Storm and 787, or me and 787. Mix it up a little bit just to see how it will go. You know.
Right, right. Well, if I can see, if I'm seeing correctly, I see that 787. The problem with him is that he needs that little that push. You know what I mean? The energy where he needs to be with at least somebody that's elite as a tag team. Because singles, I don't think the boy cuts it out. Like he's not fit for it.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna.
If you
It's rough.
recall,
It's rough. It's a
yeah,
rough business out there. You're a young kid. You got to go out there. You got to take your losses like a man. That's how you grow this.
yeah. If you recall, I created PRX my first after my first match in GEW. PRX was erected and came to be, with the first editions being Seven and Khan. And if you can recall, my first ever in GEW was a tag team match with 787 taking on Jedi Nico and Texan Tornado, and that match we actually won. So
Yeah,
787 is he definitely has to explore the tag team option a little bit, because I feel like that could be one of his first titles that he wins in GEW.
I agree with you 100%. I believe that that's what happens. If you give him a little tag team here and there, he'll make something happen there. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
he'll find his momentum. That's what we have is momentum. But I don't know. The kid can't do it by himself out there. He's a kid. There's gonna be some tough. There's gonna be some tough, brutal opponents out there,
Oh,
man.
oh, once he gets his momentum going, he's gonna be a beast. I went into the lab and I took my time working on him, and once he gets that momentum going, it's gonna be a wrap for a lot of people, and he's gonna be his words are gonna have merit when he comes to talking shit.
Nice. Because, the kid is just out there just talking. It's like getting out there talking shit. And he's one of those people you see at the bar that you're like, hey, I can fuck up anybody in this room. And you're like, what? Like, and you just
Yeah,
go ahead and knock him out real quick. That's what he's looking like out there
yeah.
when he's talking in the locker room. You know what I mean? But I guess that's how you learn. The
I
young
mean,
bucks
he just
nowadays, they
he just recently got a big win over Vic Magic, so
That is
so
correct. That is correct. And Victor Magic, shout out to Vic Magic. He wants to. He wants to beat this kid so bad that he wants to cut his hair.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's lucky that he won that match because I don't think I could picture him bald, man.
Right? Imagine something like that for the poor kid.
Oh man, he lucky, but Vic lost his chains though.
Yeah, he did. Who got those chains now? Khan? Sad you
Uh,
guys are sharing all those chains in the
I
crew?
don't know. I think Khan melted them down and made them into handlebars for his new bike.
Oh, look at that. Shout out to Khan. We'll see if we can get Khan up here one day in the TNT.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Khan probably got a lot to say, man. That boy,
man.
you gotta, he's coming.
Man,
The soul taker,
Khan
baby.
Khan was my second addition to PRX, man, and he was originally with the DWO, and I offered him something. I gave him an offer he couldn't refuse to join us and the power of the Latinos of the Puerto Rican exchange. We are going to take over. And what did I say day one? PRX was going to eventually take over, and PRX's takeover has been ongoing and is continuing as Khan has been showing out. Everybody's been showing out. All we need is the ladies to start getting some wins, and they'll be tag team champions soon enough. But
You see,
Khan's a beast.
Khan is a beast. But you see, the problem with the ladies that you guys have is that one is too old and the other's too young. You get what I'm saying? It's like it does. You don't have that one within the group, the age group of the Khans, of the Storms, of the Savage Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You got 787, which is still a young pup. You got his sister, she's an even younger pup. And then
Mhm.
you got Big Mama. You know what I mean? So, well, what's gonna happen with that? You guys have a little secret surprise inside in the middle, or you guys got something in store for GW that the
Uh,
women's division doesn't know about?
what I'm gonna say is don't sleep on age, because age don't matter. If anybody tuned into Fight Club recently, even though it's not canon to GEW or FEW, it's Ribless, which is 787's mom. She actually got a nice victory over some formidable opponents.
Remember, that's correct. I believe they beaten the tag team champions. Not
Yeah.
for the belts, but they beaten them, and
Hmm.
let's get it done.
Yep. They
That's
sure
another,
have.
that's another thing. So when you get your shot at the world title, what kind of match are you expecting? You expecting something that you want to call out, something like let's do a tables match, or let's do a ladder match, or anything like that specific you got planned?
Nah, no,
Take it
no,
all
no,
out.
no specific matches. No, no, I don't have anything specific. As long as I'm in there and I have an opportunity, I'm grateful. And
Good
if
man.
it comes down to it, whatever A dot decides, whatever match A dot decides to put me in for a world title shot, if I ever get a world title shot, I'm all for it.
Awesome.
Shout out to A dot Jizzle. That's the man. Much love to him and the family.
Hey, Dot Jizzle, you hear that? First Lady, the Baker. Let's not forget also the Princess of GW.
Yeah,
Miss Dance.
that's why I said love to the family. Love to all of
You
them.
know,
The whole family gets love, man. The whole family.
without them, this wouldn't be possible. Neither would the future, because we are the future. You can't look past
Yep.
it.
Yep. Well, no, we're gonna have to change that tagline because now FEW is the future.
That is correct. That is correct.
FEW is the
Well, the
future
name
now.
says it all. The name says it all.
Yep.
Future
Future
Extreme
Extreme
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Facts. So
It's
it's
crazy how
don't sleep on PRX. Everybody's PRX is slowly gaining. Has slowly been getting some respect. In the beginning, there was no respect for us. We were taken as a joke.
absolutely. You know what? The joke, actually, you're absolutely right. The joke that they had about you guys was that you guys look like you guys came out of the PR parade and you just started coming out here with Puerto Rican flags all over yourselves and PR shirts
Uh,
here and there, face paint, PR
oh yeah.
colors.
Let's not get into the parade stuff because we already know what happened the first time with the parade shit.
You got stories, man. Let's hear them. Hey,
Hey
This one,
man.
yeah, this and that. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Uh,
This and that.
no, oh no, I don't want to bring up old wounds right now, man. I mean, things are copacetic right now, so I want to keep them that way for the time
Exactly.
being.
And talking about the PR parade, pretty sure they had a JW show back then, and you were in it, right? You were in the PR parade for GW during the time.
Uh, of and the PR the PR parade was presented by PRX.
Absolutely. And you guys won that night too, correct?
Yeah, we sure did. We definitely did, bruh.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's what it is. We won that night. We had a great victory. I believe that was the night we had the 4-on-4 that we had Dimebag as a partner, and we were facing
Correct.
DWO, but they went and they switched it up on us and added two AWO members, to the mix, and
That's correct.
yeah, and they still lost. It was Zay Hopkins. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was Zay Hopkins, Dirty, and Rum. So,
That's
and
correct.
they lost that match, and we were excited, we were hyped, we thought we would get some respect from that, but still, still being clowned on. So it's all good though, because look at us now, man. We living in glory right now.
That's awesome, man. Like that's the whole thing. I want everybody to know that you really know, like how you trying to express the story of your character and how it works. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you want to doubt? Hey, step into this GW arena, see what happens.
Oh yeah,
Either break or get broken. Is that correct?
definitely. It's either make or break, man.
Yes, sir.
And for a fact that we're not ones to shy away if we have to fight each other. So it just makes
Absolutely.
us just.
Let us fight, right?
Yep, it makes us stronger. It helps us learn each other's moves. It helps us strengthen ourselves and make ourselves better and see what we did wrong in the match and how could we better that.
I see your boy Storm has been in a losing streak also. What's going on with that? He hasn't told you anything that maybe he's dealing with some personal issues or something
Well,
that he doesn't want to keep in the PRX family circle, or what's going on with that?
well, that's nothing to really worry about right now. I'm not too concerned about it. He's gonna bounce back. He always does. Storm always bounces back. The little losing streak he got going on, it's let these guys get bragging rights. Let them get bragging rights because once he's back on the high horse, it's a wrap for everybody.
I don't know, but last I heard, but sometimes people just talk because BBD's like that. He just likes to talk shit. Maybe he's heard that maybe since he's been getting these wins, these belts, maybe he's gotten like too fat. Like, he's gotten too overwhelmed. Maybe he's thinking like, I'm good. I'm the best guy out here. Meanwhile, I have been training. He's going out there with new colors, showing out his new attires because he's rich, because, he's got money now. He's the champ, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
maybe that's what I think. Well, that's what BBD says. But I believe that
Nah.
for another story when maybe we get a chance to
Oh,
talk to the
oh,
old Storm himself.
oh, no. Well, we gotta know. What we gotta put out there about Dimebag Dan. And Dimebag Dan talks a lot of shit. He likes to stir the pot a lot. So he's gonna say whatever he gotta say. Because
Yeah,
he's been on a lately.
absolutely.
No, no matter how many
That's the
changes
thing
he
with him.
goes through.
Yeah, that's the thing with him. He doesn't really change much. So he just does this changes little gimmick here and there, and he's out there talking shit because he's out there for the paycheck. Obviously, he's considered one of the highest paid because he was one of the first guys to actually get a GW deal when GW didn't have the talent when they were starting to grow,
Yeah, yeah.
independently. And look at them now, GW, man. Shout out to GW. A
Definitely
thousand
shout out
something
DW.
views every 24 hours. You're guaranteed at least 900 views or more.
Sure is, and that's the level I'm trying to take FEW to.
That's
So
the
I'm trying
level
to
we need
get
to get
those.
FEW to. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
try, trying to bring them folks over and show that love, that same love and support that they show GEW to FEW. Because these guys in FEW are the future and will be future stars in GEW.
Talking about future stars, you got anything to say about one of your talents? It's, you know who I'm about to mention right now, right?
Who?
RJ Bombshell. What's going on with that
Ah,
character there?
RJ Bombshell. What am I gonna say about RJ Bombshell? RJ Bombshell is one of the biggest pains in my ass, but I got mad love for him though. But one of the biggest pains in my ass. Alright, bro. But RJ Bombshell, we had a situation that he felt was wrong, but in the eyes of a lot of other people, it wasn't. It was actually, okay. But the situation escalated to the point that he felt he needed because he wanted to stand by his views, you know. So with him being and this is right after him being dubbed the face of FEW. He was considered the face of FEW. He was the team captain for going into November to Remember, and he decided to pull himself out over something really petty that I feel. I felt it was really
Okay,
petty
so
for him to leave the way he did, and he pulled his son out, who was the United American, and RJ had just beat De Jesus in a one-on-one match and was gonna be guaranteed for the world
he was
heavyweight
getting
title.
pushed. Oh,
Yeah,
so he's
and
getting pushed. He's getting pushed. So RJ Bombshell pretty much faced in his contract. He caught a couple weeks suspension, pretty much you could say.
what happened to RJ Bombshell? RJ Bombshell happened to RJ Bombshell.
Okay, this
That,
is
that,
coming
that,
from the boss. This is not coming from Savage Vega,
yeah, this is coming from CFO.
CFO. Who's the
CFO.
CFO
RJ
again? Let everybody know who's the CFO. What's his name?
CFO is Savage Vega.
Corporate.
CFO is Savage Vega corporate. I get all my professional shit when I need to. But
I understand.
you know, RJ Bombshell happened to RJ Bombshell, and it's sad the way he went because he was a favorite of a lot of people, and even a lot of the stars in GEW were looking forward to him coming up soon and having some classic matches. You know,
Classic matches. RJ Bombshell. He actually spoke good about his name. He made his debut. He was really about what he was talking about, and
yeah,
everybody liked him.
that
He was one of those stars that shined at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That he caught
yeah,
everybody's attention, and then all of a sudden, he went through his little rage. I guess that's what we want to call it. And
yeah.
you know,
Now that is he came in talking a lot, and I believe he mentioned in one of his promos that he don't care who he has to go to my office and smack the shit out of me to get what he wants. And
ooh,
and that's when I challenged him to the match, and I told him, I was like, you want to threaten the boss? I'm gonna teach you not to cross the boss. So I faced him in a cage match, and what was on the line in the cage match was when we were gonna crown the first ever FEW World Heavyweight Champion. He was not going to be a part of that,
ooh.
and I ended up winning. And I feel that humbled him a little bit,
So you kicked his ass, basically.
pretty much.
Like,
You don't cross
like
the boss.
you don't cross the boss. Not the quieto.
Yep.
I got you. I got you. I remember there was a little storyline like that in VW also with DBD and A. Jizzle.
Yeah,
Cost
and
him a
DVD got
title.
his ass kicked.
Cost him, yeah, he got his ass kicked by the boss, and he also lost his title. Like he
Yep.
technically got stripped, and he got fined, and he went down in the cards because if you noticed, he was main eventing before all that, and then all of a sudden he's been dropping down in the cards. Now he's like the third fight, fifth fight. He's mid card. Uh,
Hey,
you act
listen.
right in your company. That's what happens also to RJ. I'm trying to set the example because RJ
Yep.
Bombshell pretty much did the same thing and he got his little punishments. You lost your title shot, like you just said, and he also lost the chance to bro, I kicked your ass because I'm the boss, and you fucking crossed the boss, and I kicked your ass. You lost your shot at your title now because you want to be an idiot, and
Now,
also,
even though he did lose that, even though he did lose that shot, I was generous enough. I was generous enough to put him in the Rumble for the World Heavyweight title.
right?
Even though it didn't go as planned, because he came out first when he was set up to come out, number 30 as a surprise. But
Gotcha.
he still had an opportunity, you know, and I still gave it to him, regardless of the stipulation that we had in our match. But the same thing with DVD, the same thing with RJ Bombshell that happened to RJ Bombshell is with DVD. DVD happened to DVD.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%, man. That's what JW is about, storylines, man. We're trying to create a whole different, we're trying to make the real wrestling world in a video game. You know what I
Pretty
mean?
much,
So,
pretty much.
and,
It's all
and
role
we're
playing.
and you
Yep,
guys are succeeding at it, man, because without you, to be honest, man, without Savage Vega, man, GW wouldn't be what GW's at. Also, shout out to
yep.
Fresh Prince. It wouldn't be without him. Storm, of course,
Storm,
absolutely. I
definitely.
mean, it's a lot of people that put in the work, man. Also, myself, I'm not trying to shout myself out, but I we all put in the work individually. We do our own share, and we make this thing entertaining. Because honestly, we have, from what I've seen, we have a lot of kid viewers, a lot of young viewers,
Yeah,
and so
definitely.
and these kids like you guys. Like these kids really like you guys. Like they're like, oh my god, Savage Vegas on, and like you see it in the live chat. You know what I mean? And that's awesome, man. Like how do you feel about that? Like how does that make you feel when you see like kids shouting you out, or even like adults like us, like yo, go this, go that, and what do you
I
think about
mean,
that? Like when they like your promos and your
I
little
mean,
videos you
speaking
go out there. You know what I'm
to
saying?
to to speak honestly about it, it's it's very humbling, because it's like the people that tune in are actually fans of my creation. This is a character that I created, and
Sure.
I can't take 100% credit because I have my boy Storm help me out with logos and shit like that, and he'll create some logos for me so I can put on,
Of
and
course.
so it's not 100% mine's like my credit because I have to credit him as well for the logos and stuff that he helps me out with, and some of the stuff I do, but it's just it's a great feeling, to know that people are a fan of something that you created that came out of, you know, it's like in FEW, in FEW we have some characters that have nobody behind them, that they're filling our characters that I created. Like for example, the tag team, the Shamrocks, and a lot of people are interested in them. A Dot really took a liking to them when I first presented them to him, and he was like, "Man, maybe we could call these guys up sometime in the future." You know, so
No, absolutely. And
that
the
felt
good thing
good.
you mentioned that. That's a good thing you mentioned that because I was just gonna get to that. I was gonna ask, like, how do you feel about the feelings that are not no one behind them? There's no real character behind them, like one of us.
Yeah.
So you would take that role if they do get promoted up to the GW brand, to the shows, and you would be behind those characters, wouldn't you? You do
Oh,
promos for them as
oh,
you know what
definitely,
I mean, as you would
definitely.
do for Savage Vega. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
definitely, definitely. It wasn't mentioned yet, but Savage Vega is not my only character in GEW. I also have Loco, who's actually getting rebranded right now. And Loco's a sick, sadistic, clown. For, I should say. Loco's actually been a character that I've been creating since No Mercy. His original name was Crazy Joker, and
Crazy Joker.
yeah, Crazy Joker was the original name. Crazy Joker was actually a name that I used when I backyard wrestled, or when I played with my action figures, and I had one of the action figures Crazy Joker was my character, was my creation. That was me. In a sense of the way, Crazy Joker evolved into Savage, pretty much. But when I created Loco, it was something different. He joined the asylum. He had a name change because we already had Sadistic Joker in the asylum. So I gave Crazy Joker a change. So he became Loco, and a lot of people don't get to hear the voices that we have behind these characters and some of the promos that we post for these characters. But I've wrote some amazing promos for Loco, and my Loco voice has been something that I think
Something
some
unique.
people enjoy. So yeah, it's unique, and some people actually enjoy it. They're like, "You sick mofo," but that was good.
Yeah,
So
man. No, you can curse here, bro. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, you know what? I'm just so used to when I'm on a stream or something, because I'm trying to get the
Gotta,
FEW videos up there, but I don't want them to be flagged for cursing and pushed down on the
no,
list.
fuck that, man. No, fuck
So
that. This is mature audience only. You know what I mean? This is a podcast, bro. This is my shit. I'm doing this. I'm gonna interview a couple of like artists that I used to fuck with when I used to make beats and all that too. And
okay,
so I'm gonna. This is all for everything, man. Like I'm interviewing you because I like the person that you are. You know what I mean? Like you're official. You're a straightforward person. Like you're a solid guy, and you got great creativity. Like everybody gotta love your shit over here in JW, man. So
yeah, I
shout out to
appreciate
you for
it.
that. Yeah,
I
no,
appreciate that,
absolutely,
man.
absolutely.
Man, I got
This
more
is
creations. I
Savage.
got more creations coming soon, man. I got a couple of filling ideas. I got, as people start leaving and nobody signs, I got fillings that are coming in.
Of course, of
I
course,
already got some done. I already got some done for FEW. I just gotta work on their moves and their
of
entrances and
course.
stuff. But there's some guys coming, man. And I got one guy that's coming for the last dragon on GEW. I got one.
That's
The the
dragon.
the Dragon Slayer. The Dragon Slayer is coming to slay the last dragon, Hannibal Stone.
Oh shit. Oh shit. You hear that, folks?
Oh yeah, it's time for that last dragon to get slayed. So Hannibal Stone is coming soon to FEW. Once I get his move set up and everything, it's gonna be, oh boy, it's gonna be crazy.
So I'm curious, how you gonna fit in Loco into any storylines in GEW now, considering the bad news that we heard about the asylum broken apart due to contract failures. Robert J has left the company. How
Well,
do you feel about that situation, considering you're signing with, you know,
yeah, well, the asylum, I gotta shout them out because they gave Loco a home, and we had some good stories with that with them and shit. So Loco has some plans. Loco, like I said, Loco is being rebranded right now, and the rebrand is gonna shock a lot of people. It's gonna be something really, really, really special, and it's gonna be connected with some folks down in FEW. So if you watch FEW, you put two and two together and you figure it out because it's gonna
I
be
I
it's
already
gonna be
figured it
epic.
out myself here. Myself here,
It,
I already figured it out because I know exactly what you're talking about. I won't
oh
blow it
yeah,
up because I don't want to make the storyline fuck up and give the spoiler alerts, but
oh
I
yeah,
guess not spoil anything.
it's gonna be something crazy. And I already sent you one of his new looks. So wait till you see the what I'm working on for the
Let's go.
second look. I'm gonna work on the second
Absolutely.
look, and once that second look is done, oh boy, then it's gonna, I'm gonna see if I talk to Sadistic as well, see if he wants to be a part of it, cause
I got you. So
we
you're working under the table as well because I see that DVD he did some of that also with some of the grave diggers. He's waiting for them to get their promotion to the main roster, and once they get into the main roster, the main locker room, think there's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
some talking going on there. I don't know.
Oh yeah. He was paying attention. He's been paying to the shows. So he the picks been have are pretty impressive picks, and he got to them before anybody else could have. Because I actually had my eye on one of them to join what I had going on or what I had
Well,
planned for local, and so
yeah, you can give the guy a shout out also, whoever you thought it was, whatever,
well
it doesn't matter.
well that was Troy Andrews. Shout out Troy Andrews. You
Yes,
know,
sir. Shout out to Troy Andrews, smoking
we
Troy.
we were a part of we were in a different place before, but I left before he could before I ever seen him in action or ever met him in the ring or anything like that. So he shout out to him though. But I definitely had my eye on him to join what I had going on or what I had planned on going on, because I'll
See,
let you know right now
that's the thing.
the plan was for Loco to turn on the Asylum eventually.
Right.
So
I hear you. Storyline wise, you see, the thing is with this company also, like that you don't understand is like maybe you do understand. I'm just saying, a lot of people do a lot of sneaky shit behind closed doors. Like they'll try to draft you into their faction.
Dimebag Dan.
Not,
Dimebag
yeah,
Dan.
yeah, yeah, man. I'm telling you, this is a very sneaky company, man. Everybody has their own ways. Remember, the only plan here is to succeed and make this shit entertaining. So win or lose, like you said, man. You were on a losing streak when you first started. You made history here. You created
Yep.
a lot of crazy characters. You had different factions as yourself and a different character. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that's pretty impressive.
Play a lot of different roles, man. I mean,
You play,
if I could pull an Irish accent, I would have done some voices for the Shamrock Syndicate.
that's amazing. You see, that's what I'm getting to. Like that's awesome, man. Like yo, shout out to you for that again. Like you're creative talent, and you're an amazing talent. As you can see right now, Savage Vega, ladies and gentlemen, he's on the rise, and you heard it here first. He said, whoever's the champion after this pay per view, he's coming for you.
I'm coming
Because
definitely.
because technically, this match for the world title right now that's coming up, everybody is already legit 1-1 in this fight. So this one takes it all. This fight right
Mhm.
here. You know what I mean? There's no rematches after this match right here.
Yeah, this is the rubber match. This is the last of the
This
Mohicans right here.
That's it. This seals the deal. This is it. Like so, Savage Vega is the next runner up for whoever these two men come out victorious in that fight. Correct?
So I can't self-proclaim that. A Dot got last word on that. Right now I'm next in line for the
Well,
$1 billion title, but for the world title, I'm not sure what he got planned. I beat the champ, so I don't know if he got me up
well,
there.
this is what I'm saying, because the winner of this next match is the $1 billion champion and the world heavyweight champion. This is it.
Mhm.
This is the main match. So now you have a storyline with the $1 billion champion, whoever that is. So now, considering that man is the $1 billion champion and he's beaten the $1 billion and the world heavyweight champion, does that make you the first number one contender, first up for the winner of that title? But I've heard, before you answer that question, I've heard that we're gonna change the rules in the GW in your GW universe. I heard that the world title will be defended only in pay-per-views. You can fight the champion during the weeks in different types of matches, but I've heard that the world title will be defended after this pay-per-view only in pay-per-views. So we have to stick to a storyline, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's only right. I mean, world titles is the top is the peak of any company, and it should be defended at pay-per-views only. So that should be that's the main prize. That's the main thing. That's the main goal that everybody wants to reach.
Right, that's the main objective. So
hmm Everybody wants to be a champion, but not everybody's championship quality.
and that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Do you have a top five of the GW roster that you know that could be worth that heavyweight title because not everybody's worth it. We have a lot of good stars. I'm gonna make that clear first before anybody takes it out of proportion when you enter. What I'm saying is you can't give somebody like Bubba Watson a world title shot. I'm not saying the kid is not good. I'm not saying the kid is not worthy. I'm saying what I'm saying. He's the kid, so he should be in a division to the highest belt that he should get to. Could be like maybe, what do you say?
Well, I mean, I can't say I can't agree to that because the kid is talented.
I'm just saying
He's a
not
great
like this.
character.
Put it like this. See how Savage Vega came into the game. He
Hmm.
came in humbly. He came in as a tag team partner. Technically, you came in as a
Savage
tag
was far from humble. Savage was far from humble when he came in. Savage
right,
was a savage when he came in,
but
talking shit like a
but
motherfucker.
all the that's what I'm trying to say. So now all the work that you put in as Savage Vega, the athlete in GW,
Right.
you don't think that you're one of the top tier guys? I mean, of course you're gonna say yes, but you
Of
don't
course I
agree
am.
that
I feel the
even if you're not being biased, as you seen in the outside in, you consider yourself one of the top notch guys that deserves a heavyweight title shot.
Oh, for definitely. I definitely feel that, It's definitely gonna be it's definitely a feeling that I'm one of those I'm up there. I'm up there with the spicy Ricos and the Xavier Assassins and the Sir Morning Stars. I definitely feel like I'm up there. I'm definitely feel like I'm a top tier talent and I've proved it with all the matches that I've won and all the battles I've been in. I've proved it time and time again that I am worthy.
You're worthy. I hear that. I hear that.
Definitely worthy. So we gonna do this like so my top five, you know, not being biased on anybody or being biased against anybody else because there's a lot of like you said there's a lot of great talent in GEW,
Of
you know.
course, of course.
But
I'm not saying only the world title either. I'm saying like you're like, you know what? These are the five guys that make GEW what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like without these big elites, you know what I'm saying? Like these are elite guys that you're about to mention.
all right, so
Not
so
being biased.
this is not including myself. I'm not including myself in this list because
You can't include
that
yourself because you already know that. I'm saying
yeah.
like these guys could be your competition. Like if you can get rid of all these five guys, like beating their asses, then you're considered better than these five guys that you're about to mention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So um first off, like the five guys that I feel that'll be like championship worthy. And I know you said not just for the world title, just for a title in general, but I'm gonna
Right.
go for the top guys I feel that should be in the world title picture. All right.
Let's
So
hear it.
you know, um, first off, my tag team partner Storm. I gotta mention him first.
Of course.
I feel he's worthy for to be in the world title picture. Um, Another one, Caleb fucking Hopkins, the young goat in the making. You know, Caleb Hopkins is Mr. Three Belt Hopkins right now, first ever to have three belts in GEW. You know,
Shout out to Caleb Hopkins.
that's Caleb Hopkins. That's two. Another one, Texan motherfucking Tornado
100%.
is
You
is,
got three
is
picks already that I considered my top five as well. But go ahead.
yeah, Caleb Hopkins, Texan Tornado is a beast. Um, I would say I would like to see Spicy Rico back in the mix eventually, and hopefully when he is back in the mix is against me, because I've been trying to bring him home to PRX since day one.
Yeah,
Because he would make a great fit with us. Um,
100%. He's in the Mount Rushmore actually of AEW. I
yeah,
got Spicy Rico as well.
and number five, I don't know if it's gonna be if it's gonna be a surprise, but Sadistic Joker, boy is no joke.
Your boy has been cooking.
Boy
Boy
is
has been
no
cooking.
joke. and and now I have to face him in the first round of this uh champion of the year tournament. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous about that shit because this joke is no fucking joke. He ain't no pushover.
Yes, he has been on the tear also lately.
Oh yeah, he definitely has. Ever since he came back off an injury, he's been on a roll.
On a
You
roll,
know,
man.
he injury came up short, but he is he's definitely been on a roll since then, since he's been
A lot,
100%.
and a lot of people don't acknowledge Zay. You know what it is? Zay, he's just somebody that you like when you see him in the chats and when you see him in the locker rooms, you just want to like talk shit to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah,
walks in there acting like yeah what, but he really is yeah what. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
he's that good. You know, everybody sleeps on him. Shout out to you
yeah.
for getting the
I
victory over him, but the guy is the world champion and the $1 billion champion right now.
oh
Technically, he's a
yeah.
three-time $1 billion
I'm
champion.
I'm not taking shit away from Zay. I give Zay all the respect. I came in talking shit to him. You know, I've actually had my little joke that Zay fears Savage. You know,
Absolutely.
you've seen my posters that I've made. Zay fears Savage. But in actuality, I have a lot of respect for him. He's a great talent. He's a great fighter. You know, he's he's finally climbed up to the top of the mountain, and he's trying to stay up there. And
Absolutely.
it's no taking away from what Zay has the performances that Zay has given GEW. There's no taking away from those performances, as he has been he gives his all when he gets in the ring.
He
Especially after
does.
he took off the mask.
He
After he
does.
took off
He
that
does.
mask, boy, that man took off that mask and he could see better. So now he can
Yes,
wrestle
he
better.
can. Shout out to Zay the Assassin, man. Hope to have
Yes,
him on
sir.
the
Shout out,
show
shout out
very
Zay.
soon.
I might be coming for you, but shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, man.
And
You know,
and one thing I don't like about Zay is that I beat him, and he has not acknowledged me mentioning it, like he did in the beginning when I first came into GEW. He would not acknowledge me calling him
he
out.
won't.
He would not acknowledge anything until he felt it was right for him to say something. So Zay, I'm coming for you, bro. You ain't gonna ignore me like I'm some side bitch.
Yeah, that Zay the Assassin is coming
Yeah,
for
but
you.
shout out to him. But there's a lot of other talent now coming for. I've been talking to CEO, and for January we got something big going on for January. We're not gonna spill the beans yet on that, but
Yeah.
we have a
Okay.
great idea that I presented to him, and it's gonna it's gonna throw a wrench. It's gonna throw a wrench in the world title picture. Put it like that.
So
So
you basically came to him and said this and that.
pretty much, I said this and I said that,
That's right. Shout out to the show. This and
and
that, baby.
and,
TNT.
and yep,
Hosted by yours truly.
TNT baby, and it's not Turner Network.
That's right. This
So
and that.
I'm honored to be the first interview.
Thank you, man.
It's great. It's
I
great.
really appreciate you coming, man. You know what? I always wanted to talk to you like this. Like, I really wanted to know what you really felt about your character, what you thought about others. That's what the whole point of this show is about. You know what I mean? Like, this is not DBD talk. This is Mr. 357. This
Yep.
is, I'm trying to get straight to the point, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking shit here. You could, uh, you can talk shit about anybody you want. You want to talk about it in character. That's the only way we want to talk shit about people. You know what I'm saying? Out of
Man,
character, I'll
man,
ask
when
you
it comes
stuff
to
about
me, when it
personal
comes to
stuff.
me and you, bro, we talk shit in character and out of character, like if we known each other for years, man.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
and,
I
and
feel it, love. You feel it. I
of
feel it.
course,
You know how it is.
and you were the one that recruited me for GEW. So much love to you, man. Much I appreciate that. I
Appreciate
found a
that. Shout
home,
out.
and I've been here. You know, I've been here. I've been doing my thing. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the opportunities I've gotten. A dot for giving me the chance and believing in me, and trusting
Yep.
me, giving me that trust to run FEW and not feel like I was trying to take over. Because in the beginning, a lot of people felt like I was trying to take over GEW when I presented the FEW idea, and it definitely wasn't the case. Even the Baker felt that way. And I had a private conversation with Baker, and I laid it down for her, and I told her, like, look, I'm not trying to take over. I'm not, she had a certain perspective of me because of the way my character was, you know. But we squashed it out, and I explained to her, so she understands me a little more now. But and I think I've proven I'm not trying to take over. I'm just I'm just here to
Right.
help, and FEW was made to help ADOT, control the roster because the roster is pretty big, and people that want to join up,
Absolutely.
you know, it's hard for him to to book people.
Absolutely. And the thing with GEW too is that, believe it or not, we do have star power athletes like you guys. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you, without Storm, without Khan. I'm just saying like PRX members. You know what I mean? Without you
Hmm.
guys in the show wouldn't be a show. You know what I'm saying? Because like the kids, the viewers, everybody wants to see you guys fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they like you guys even if
Yeah.
they boo you, but that's your character, you know. Like you can get booed because hey, so what? You boo me, you know you like me, you know what I mean? So
Yep. That's exactly how it is. And you already know, you can love me, you can hate me, but I'm always gonna be me.
it's gonna get real when there's FEW characters when they get boosted up, when they get bumped up to the main roster. Oh man, is it gonna be something for
Oh
the
yeah.
GEW
I
roster?
mean, we've already had two. We already had two bumped up. Tyler Jones, shout out Tyler Jones, and Wonder Boy from Midas Management. And
Correct. Shout out to
um,
Wonder Boy.
Tyler Jones was actually one of ADOT's first picks to be called up. And
Wow.
lately he's been on a little losing streak. He beat 787 recently. Uh, but it is what it is. He got his first win in GEW. But he's on the rise. Wonder Boy has been the prize, the grand prize that GEW received from FEW. Because if anybody's seen the show tonight, Wonder Boy won the Royal Rumble to be the team captain for Team GEW to go against his former colleagues.
That is correct. So
So it's
if you really look at it, sorry to cut you off, but if you really look at it, it's a FEW takeover. If you want to talk technical, right?
yeah, that's what it seems like. And I'm very proud of Wonder Boy. I'm very proud of Wonder Boy and the shit he's accomplished so far in fucking GEW, man. He's been on a streak. He's been on a winning streak like crazy. Tyler Jones can't beat him. He's been doing his damn thing, man, and it's very good to see that someone started from FEW and made it to GEW and has been doing big things, and I
They're
expect
doing
that
big
from
things,
others.
and
Yeah,
not
man.
and not only that, but you can also speak on the fact that the character is the character. You get what I'm saying? Like we're gonna go
Yeah.
into details, minor details of the So technically, the person behind the Wonder Boy character, even though he doesn't come out in promos, he doesn't do anything like that because we respect it. But technically, it's a
Part of the,
homosexual character.
part of the LGBT community. Yes,
Correct.
yes,
All right. So
he's part of
now
the LGBT community. The Alphabet Mafia. How I like to call him the Alphabet Mafia. But yeah, the LGBT community. He's a representative of that. Because people felt it's just to make all walks of life feel more welcomed. You
into
got this.
JW. That's
Yeah.
that's that's the main goal right there. That was the main point of the question. The main thing
Mhm.
is I wanted everybody to understand that Wonder Boy is, from the so, you know, it is what it is. And look at that. Everybody in the roster still respects you. Even though he
Yeah.
doesn't go out there trash talking as the character behind him, which respect, you're
Mhm.
gonna keep your identity, whatever, like you want it, which
Yeah. In
that's
actuality,
great.
I have a personal universe mode in the game, and I actually have him paired up with somebody that's kind of like him, by the name of Jinx. Shout out to King James Mack, who's an awesome creator as well. And
Nice.
I got one of his characters named Jinx. And I got him paired up with Wonder Boy as a tag team, and they are currently my tag team champions in my universe. they are they are a force to be reckoned with. And it's like,
Yeah, man.
holy shit, these guys are tough, man. These guys are tough, you know.
See, so we're basically telling the viewers and the listeners of the GW universe, it doesn't matter what you believe in, what you do, what's your personal life. You're welcome here, and you can shine here, as you can see.
Yep,
That's basically what we're saying. Also,
definitely.
well, also, anything you wanna say? Any last requests? Maybe you wanna ask me a question. Maybe you wanna say something about what's anything,
Well,
this and
uh,
that.
this and that. Let me ask. Who are your standouts in FEW? Because I know you watch the shows every week, you know. So I want to know who stands out to you. Your top five of FEW.
Well,
Fill-ins or not, whether they're fill-ins or not, don't matter. Just who stands out.
well, I got a feeling too, but what my guys that really stand out to me in the FEW roster currently, and this is not no bullshit. I'm gonna say first David Pope. Shout out to David Pope, man.
Okay.
Also Troy Adams.
Andrews.
Andrews. Sorry, my
Yep.
bad, Mr. Troy. Yeah, smoking Troy. He knows what I'm talking about. Troy Andrews, definitely number two. Number three, I want to go with Slade, aka Nolan Wright.
No,
Number
Slade is not Nolan Wright. Slade is not Nolan Wright.
no, he's not.
Slade, no, Slade is Slade. Nolan Wright is somebody else.
Well, my bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Nolan Wright
No,
is, I think, is Brock, right?
yeah, Brock is Nolan Wright. Nolan Wright is
Okay,
just
so
the
that's
one that
that's
just dropped the
that's
promo on
basically
DPD last night.
that's yeah. So that's basically my list there too, because he's part of my list. So therefore, Slade and Nolan Wright. That's four.
Hmm.
And the fifth, that's the fifth. The fifth will be a toss up because I usually had RJ Bombshell at first before before he pulled the Lex Luger. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say my fifth guy, man. I don't want to miss no females, so the females is different. But uh,
We can do top
fifth,
five females after.
the fifth, I'm gonna have to go with maybe Jesus, it's tough, man.
Yeah, it's tough because you got guys like Ray Everett, you got Damian
Yeah,
Cross,
man.
you got
You got Damon Cross. You
you
got
got
you
great
got a lot of them.
fill-ins. You got great
You got the
fill-ins like
Shocker. You got Static.
oh
You
Static
got
Shock, yes.
you can't forget about Static Shock. You
Well,
can't forget about
well,
Mac
do the
Beast.
copyright. Do the copyright. I call him Skilltastic Shock because
Right.
he's got
He knows
skills.
what I mean. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. You know what I mean.
you know, and then you got
But
El
my
Muerto,
fifth,
the current flyweight champion. You know,
I like Sicario too out there. But
Sicario. Yeah.
it's tough, man. The fifth, it's I'm gonna go with man. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with probably
Oh, and there's King Diego too. Don't forget about him. And
yeah.
you know, the
And then we
current world
got we
champ.
got we got the Jesus too. Spawn. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the fifth guy just off the rip just because he's the world heavyweight champ. I'm gonna go with the Jesus. I like
Jesus.
him as the yeah. I like the whole construction New York thing that he got going on. The gimmick,
Oh,
the works.
stay tuned. Stay tuned Saturday because that gimmick has died.
Oh, okay. There we
Stay
have it,
tuned
folks.
Saturday. Saturday is the official presentation of his PRX. So you know, if you don't know, you know now that there is a FEW PRX brand. There is PRX is everywhere, like the Bullet Club. You know,
Yeah,
so
man. Shout out to you again for hooking up Bodega Bam out there, man. Because
oh
he was
yeah,
lost. He was lost out there, but he's a good athlete, and he's another one. He's probably one of my top villains that I would say that like,
yeah.
yo, this guy is your face. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like your
you
villain faces. He's
been
the
telling
guy.
me you've been telling me to get rid of him if I have to. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm keeping
You know,
Bodega. I
because
like
I want,
Bodega.
yeah, keep Bodega because I'm just saying like get rid of him like if you got the whole roster full. You know what I'm
And
saying? Like
and
if you got the
and
roster full, then
that's
go
not just
ahead.
because I named him. That's not just because I named him.
No, no, of course.
You created him, but
You
I named him.
I just made him. I trained him. Let's just say that I trained him. You created
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, um, also like if you missed it, I don't know if you missed it or not, but tomorrow for November to Remember, there is CEO versus CFO, and we picked two guys from, A Dot picked two guys from GEW, and I picked two guys from FEW, and we're gonna do a battle. So we
Okay.
will be fighting. So A Dot chose Ray Vibes and Shakes P as his,
Nice.
and Savage has picked King Diego and Sicario, which are two members of the FEW PRX. So
PRX from FEW, folks. You hear
yep.
that?
So the PRX guys that are the PRX in FEW consist of D Jesus, King Diego, Bodega Bam, um, Sicario, Seth Balor, and Wildside.
Yikes.
That is the
That's a
PRX of FEW.
sounds like a bunch of cruiserweights to me. But hey, if it
Oh,
works, it works.
hey, bro, don't let the size fool you. Size don't matter.
It's all
Size
about
don't
speed.
matter.
It's all
It,
about
it,
speed,
it,
sir.
it's all about heart. It's all about heart. That's what it is.
Is it? Let's
It's all
see
about
that
heart.
happen.
Cause shout out to Tolos, man. Cecil, man. Cecil has I gotta give it to the man. He's brought some great characters to me as villains that I honestly don't want to get rid of. Like the tribe, the tag team, the tribe. Man, I love those guys, man. Jay Jin and Otunga, man, love those guys. You know,
Awesome.
Storm has brought me some great villains as well. I have some great villains from Storm, which one of them is one half of the tag team champions of Carnival. Along with one of my creations of Bart Holomew, the crazy clown, and
Okay.
it's some great villains. Wildside is a dope character. I'm really digging character. Now another one is like Crazy Fox is another one of his. Shout out to Cecil's wife. She helped create her. That's actually her character. So you know what I'm saying. So therefore, the match tomorrow, the Team FEW versus Team GEW women's match, Crazy Fox is actually going to be facing her daughters, Lazar and Patera.
Oh, look at that.
So mother is going to be facing daughters in that match.
It's gonna be an all-out pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Correct? Or what time are
So
we doing this tomorrow?
tomorrow, no, I believe A Dot is starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Saturday I will be starting at 2 p.m. So
So there
we'll
you
have a
have it.
special early start time.
There you have it. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday,
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes,
You heard it
sir.
first.
And it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna definitely to remember. There's a lot of shit that's gonna
Good
happen.
to remember. This is a GEW FEW collaboration, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, joint preview. Might not be the last either. So stay tuned for
That's
that
correct.
too. Because we might
gonna
cross over again.
it's gonna be like a Survivor Series of a WWE experience, correct?
Yeah, it's in the whole spirit of the whole Survivor Series season. Because November is Survivor Series season, and we all love wrestling. So this is our inspiration for this pay-per-view, the whole Survivor Series thing. So there will be Survivor Series elimination matches between the men and the women. And also, I'm not sure how we're doing the 3-3 match, but the 3-on-3 match, I'm thinking it might be an elimination as well. So it's all in the spirit.
Amazing.
So
Love
we're
the
ready.
creativity, man. You're
FEW is ready for war.
ready for war. You hear this, guys? FEW,
Um,
they coming.
yep.
FEW. They
And
will.
also, don't be surprised if some folks do get called up, after this pay-per-view, because it
No,
just
of
might
course. I
happen.
mean, from my understanding, I'm understanding that the winners of their matches are getting bumped up or something
Not
like that, or
not
what's going on?
not every one of them, but me and Ada will get together and we'll talk about was impressive in their matches. I'm definitely gonna be some winners, because if you lose a match, you're not gonna get bumped up. You know,
Right.
we will come to that we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So once we after this weekend, we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna see who's gonna be worthy of getting called up. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Princess Alicia versus Miss Dance. If Princess Alicia ends up with, she might be called up.
Awesome. Shout out to Princess Alicia.
Yep, and she's also gonna have to defend that title before she goes against Black Widow for the rematch.
Yeah, that folks. FEWC CFO talking to you.
The one and
Yep.
only Savage Vega.
Savage Vega. Ladies and gentlemen, Savage Vega. Again, thank you, my brother, for coming
Yes.
on.
Thank you for
I
having me, bro. I
appreciate you
appreciate
being I appreciate you being my first host. My first actually my guest, I'm sorry. Uh
it.
man, we you know what we do here, man. We smoke weed, we
Man,
drink, we do it all.
let's blow
And
TNT up, man. Let's do this.
let's do this, baby. This is the official podcast sponsored by GEW, FEW. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TNT, also known as This and That. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my host, myself, Mr. 357, and my guest, the one and only Savage Vega. Thank you, my
Yes,
brother, again.
no problem. Thank you for having me, bro. I'll catch you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Peace.